Hello and welcome to another episode of Sevtech Ages. So last episode we did all the work for steel production. Here behind us is the coke oven and the blast furnace. I already put some steel to process here. I'm not gonna take it out now. Just also gonna show you here I tidied up the better with mods, stoked kiln and the cauldron. So that's the stuff we were working on the last episode, and for this episode we have a few things to do. So the objective here is actually get the metal presses and a few other things that we have to do in between, but before that I want to get ore excavation. And for this, which is this modifier, we need a bunch of things. We need steel plates, samarite, octine and modularium. And for the modularium we need to do an alloy. If you check here, it's aluminum, iron and redstone. So I already found a source of aluminum. Now do we need anything else? I might have to go to the Betweenlands to get more of the samarite and octine, and we also have to find platinum. So yeah, I should have samarite and octine here. So that's what I'm gonna do first of all, before we get started on the immersive engineering. I also made this tank for creosote oil. I'm been collecting here slowly but surely, so I can continue the process of coke and all that. And this is gonna be a good backlog. And these are just regular tanks which you can craft with glass. The blood tanks from Blood Magic were a bit too expensive for my taste. Anyways, I'm gonna leave these wood planks here for now, because we're not gonna work on them right away, but we are gonna set up energy and all that. But first let me get some materials. So here's bauxite, which is aluminum, which I actually found exposed here on this cave. So it's very close to my iron, so I'm gonna collect some of this stuff. And also put redstone on my pickaxe, so mining this stuff should be a lot easier now, as you can see. Yeah, much easier to collect. Before I forget, I just want to craft prospecting or prospector. Now we changed the name, so need to upgrade that to find the new ores, because so far I've been lucky finding them. Just need a piece of glass, and that should be, there we go. And updated a bunch of them, cinnabar and bauxite, because I already found redstone on the Twilight Forests. So time to find aluminum. I actually found platinum here below the lake. If you press F9 it's gonna show you the chunk borders, but I have to dig this one. So I like to go activate the chunk borders and go to a corner like this and make a little thing here so the water doesn't bother me. This flying sometimes can be annoying. Yeah, remove the water from the middle and just dig straight down. As you can see on the tooltip here, between Y3 and Y25, so I have to dig quite a ways down. Here you go, found the limonite. You don't have to go that far. I got lucky with the spawn of this one, but be aware that these ore veins are not really that big, so you might have to find more than one. So yeah, I'll bring you guys back in a second. So I got some extra iron, aluminum and platinum. I got the whole vein was just over a stack and a half. Now we can make our modularium here, so I'm gonna throw some redstone. We have already some iron and some aluminum, 5 of each. Aluminum actually melts super fast, so that's nice. Redstone takes a while to actually do it. I went ahead and did the plate cast for it. And while that melts down, I wanted to show you one thing we can do with these that we're gonna need. I made an iron knife blade, and for that we can make engineers wire cutters, which we're gonna need that in just a bit. So yeah, let's wait this for melt down. Gonna make some plates as well, get our steel, that's our achievement, and turn 2 of these into plates. I think my hammer is gonna break down super soon. Hopefully I can break, yeah. And did I lose this too? What happened? Okay, that's unfortunate. Need more smooth stone. That thing is also annoying, that's why I want to get the metal presses as soon as possible. So here's 10 modularium, we're gonna need it in the future, so I'm gonna make more at some point. But here's our modularium plate. And I believe it's, no, it's like this. Now I need 1 platinum. Or 2 plates and just get the platinum. There we go. And with that we got our excavate modifier, which you can put in our pickaxe. Now I'm gonna put half here in the pickaxe and half in the mattock, because I also used it. So that's gonna make mining stuff much easier. So yeah, now what we're working on next is a source of power, which you're gonna need the kinetic dynamo, and for that we're gonna need these low voltage wire coils. So that's why we need this stuff, and for that we need copper plates. And yeah, and I'm gonna do windmill powers first for the metal process. So here, if you check, the windmill is like this. So I need a bunch of treated wood planks and sticks. I'm terrible on that, so forgive me if I suck at this, but I want to get as much of these as I can. Here's 4. I'm gonna need a few more of this. Yeah, I'm gonna need 8 total. I'm doing the wrong recipe. 6 and 2 more recipes. One more, come on. And then we just need 1 piece of iron, which I should have here. Don't need 2, but it's okay. There's our windmill. That's easy to make, but we cannot make it work yet without the proper tools, which is what we need is the kinetic dynamo. So yeah, so let me smelt down some copper and turn them into copper plates. So our copper melted, can just put it down. I can automate it that, well, just want to show you like this. You get 1 copper a wire. So at the start it's super expensive, it's 1 per 1, and yeah, I'm gonna collect a bunch of these. I think I need what, 8. And yeah, the engineer's wire cutters also have durability. Now I don't know exactly how much we need here, because each one gives us 4, and that's 8. So yeah, that's our wire. I am gonna need to do more, so that's why I smelted a bunch of them. But we need another piece of steel here. Steel, no, iron. Why I always get two? That's weird. So these are copper coil block, and then we just need, yeah, we need more iron and redstone as well. So there we go. That's our kinetic dynamo. And with this one, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna put it up here. This area on the second floor is where our metal presses are gonna be. And yeah, and I'm gonna power it through the roof here. So let me get firewood. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here, somewhere around here. I put it over to the front. Yeah, here's the wall. So I'm gonna put it a tad high here because it's actually kind of big. Now I put it here, and just like that, our windmill. Now it's gonna start turning, and it does produce power like this, but you want to add sails to it, or I don't know how it's called. Basically you have to put fabric on it. So if you come here and just check windmill sail, yeah, sails, and you do it like this, which is just there is a cheaper recipe if I recall correctly. Yeah, it's just like this, and then you hem cloth, and then you just put it on this pattern, you get a bunch. So that's why I already had a bunch of these in backup here to actually make these. So let's make all of these. So you need a bunch of hemp to go through all of them. So here's 6, and I'm just gonna show you. It does spin, so it's producing power, but if you add the windmill sails, you'll see that slowly starts to turn even faster. So yeah, I just need 2 more. So I just wanted to show you that. And then we need to make actually more copper wires. Let me put this away. Now let me craft 2 more of those. There we go. And some left over. I'm probably gonna make more in the future. Put this here. And that's our max powered windmill. But it will suffice for the metal presses that we're gonna make. So anyways, I'm talking about metal presses and how do we do it exactly. So if you come here to the engineer's manual, and you can search here metal press. This is the structure. It's a multi-block structure which we need a bunch of stuff: 2 steel scaffolding, redstone engineering block, piston, conveyor belts, and all that jazz. And as you can see, engineering blocks are a bit more involved to make. So like engineering blocks, we need these iron mechanical, which we can make it through the engineer's workbench, which is one thing that we need to do. So let's actually do that. So yeah, the engineer's workbench, get one of these, and I need a crafting table, which I should have one here. And there you go. And later on we're gonna need these blueprints, which you make it like this. It varies depending on recipe. You need a lot of blue dye powder, a lot of paper, and different ingots to craft different ones that we need. But we're looking mainly for these two, the metal press ones, so we need a steel plate, and the engineer's blueprint, which is for iron mechanical component, vacuum tube, a circuit board. So let's like get all of these. I'm gonna collect the materials. I'm gonna put this one somewhere here for now. I'm gonna move it later because yeah, it does. So let me gather some materials here and get a bunch of copper melted down for the wires, and I'll bring you guys back. So here we should have everything for two of these. One for the components, there we go, and one for the steel plates, which you're gonna use later. And we can take this one and you put it on this slot, and it's gonna give you the recipe. Now for the metal press we need one redstone engineering block and one heavy engineering block. So let's start working on this. And for this, as you can see, we need 2 pistons, we need 4 steel ingots, and these steel mechanical components. If you craft it normally, it uses 4 steel plates, but if you craft it through the engineer's workbench, you actually only need 2 of them per. So yeah, I'm gonna need to smelt more copper because there's a bunch of stuff here. So hopefully I should have some here. Let me smelt 16 of these already. Just put a big batch. And we also need steel plates, which I'm gonna hammer them down. So yeah, just need ingot casts for now. They should smelt down in a bit. So let me get that. We need four of these. Yeah, if I can click it correctly. Four plates. Get our copper here. Now I have to be careful with not to melt aluminum with the copper, otherwise it makes aluminum brass. I have to keep that in mind. So yeah, just put your components here and it's gonna show you what you can do. So 2 steel components, there we go. Now do we need anything else from that? Now we need to make electrum, which is silver and gold. So I actually need to go and find silver because I haven't found yet. So give me a minute and I'll bring you guys back in a second. Actually, can we make anything else while we're here? So the redstone engineering blocks, as you can see, needs redstone alloy, which is a whole recipe. You need to alloy constantan, redstone and glowstone. And constantan is nickel and copper, so that's why I smelted more copper. So I need to find nickel as well. And for the vacuum tubes we need copper wire, we need nickel plate. That's another reason I need to find nickel and glass and makes 3. So let me go grab the materials we're missing and I'll be right back. And there we go, find limonite, which is nickel, and it actually opens up to a cave structure. Interesting. I'm gonna explore that in a bit. What exactly is in here? What kind of... yeah, it's one of these dungeons. Could have some useful loot sometimes. Collecting, I don't know, I'm gonna take it. Buckets, shadow fragments, some redstone. Yeah, but I'm here to collect limonite, so let's get a bunch of that, at least a stack. It's really close to my base as well. Now this one, yeah, it gives iron and nickel, so it's 2 in 1. So just be aware of that. And there we go, we found galena, which is silver and lead. I wasn't too far from home as well, so let me get some of this stuff. Gonna need both of them, one for electrum and one for the capacitor banks, or whatever they called, energy storage. Yeah, let me get this stuff and I'll meet you guys back at the place. So here's our electrum, and I can does double check. Here is ingots. Let me get my ingot cast. Only need one of those for now. I'm gonna keep those in the smeltery for use later, because we're probably gonna need engineering blocks much later on. And there's 2 heavy engineering blocks. Now we need to make the heavy engineering, so we need to make this redstone alloy, and for that we need constantan, and constantan is just nickel and copper. So I already have a bunch of copper here. I'm gonna make 5, because there's here 1 block and 5 ingots, so let me smelt that. And then we need 5 of these and 5 of these, and I believe that's gonna give us enough for what we need. So I'll let that smelt down and combine with copper. It takes a while. In the meantime, what we can do is the vacuum tubes. Now I need nickel plates, so I'm gonna need to smelt more nickel than that, sadly. That's gonna be a problem because it's gonna combine. So I might just take out this 1 block of copper. Okay, let it combine into ingot. What? It's not what I wanted to combine into. Right? That's wrong. That's the wrong recipe. Constantan, copper and nickel. It's combining into something else. Oh, because of the iron. So that's a problem. So now I have 6 ingots of iron. Okay, let me remove this iron from here. That's always a problem. Let me organize this and then be good. So now I put my glowstone and redstone, and I should mix up with this constantan. There's over 1 block there. It should be plenty for the recipe we need. It's probably 1 over. So yeah, that's the problem when you're trying to alloy things on a furnace with other stuff. You're gonna get stuff like invar by mistake. I mean, I'm probably gonna use invar in the future, but it wasn't what I needed at this right moment. So in the meantime, while we wait for this, we can make our steel scaffolding, which is just a few. Gonna need 3 of these, and yeah, turn them into plates first. Can I click the right buttons, please? My mouse wheel is a bit janky, so probably be a good idea to get a new mouse in the future. So let's turn these into rods. And just like that, we can come here, get our steel scaffolding, which makes 6 at a time, so that's plenty. And we go by the steel pretty fast. So that's our redstone alloy. Then just get the plate casts, and let's get 4 of those. Now there is still copper here. I wonder, bronze, electrum. Yeah, there's 1 nugget of copper, so I need to get rid of that. And let me just pour it here, break it, because I'm not gonna need one of those, because I need to smelt down nickel by itself. Yeah, it shouldn't mix up with the rest of the things. So let me put just 1 there. I just need 1 plate for the vacuum tubes. And in the meantime, let's get our redstone alloys plates. It should be 4. Good. And yeah, we also need 4 iron plates. Luckily I have a bunch here ready to go. Let me just put it there and smack this down. There we go. Gonna get rid of my stone mallet correctly. And it does become a mess. I have so much shark skin that I don't know what to do with. End up deleting stuff. And we should have 1 molten nickel. Make a plate of it. And that should be, yeah, I need just 1 piece of redstone, just like that. 3 vacuum tubes, got advancement for it, and now we should be able to make our redstone engineering block. Now the last thing we're gonna need is first I need to organize a bit my stuff. Now let me double check on my book if that's everything we need. We need yeah, 1 piston, which I have, and 2 conveyor belts. So for conveyor belts we're gonna need 2 pieces of redstone, 2 pieces 4. Yeah, what's the recipe for conveyor belt? Okay, yeah, that's right. And the ladder, which I should have down here. Yeah, there's a mob somewhere. And then just like that, we have 8 conveyor belts, so that's more than enough. I didn't need 2 recipes. That's okay, because we're gonna make in the future more than we need right now. So yeah, let me just grab the piston here. Now there's another thing that we could make. I know the episode is running a bit longer, but is the projector, which I'm gonna show you. It's not really necessary for these recipes, but it's very helpful. So we need 2 glass panes and 2 iron plates and 1 glowstone block, which we should be able to craft. I don't have any here, right? I think I need to run it through the horse press. No, does it work like that? Or do I need to smelt it down? No, I need to... Oh, I can just craft it normally. Okay, that's a new one. Usually have to make some complicated process to get it. I should have some glass here for the planes. Let me put this stuff away. So yeah, lantern itself, 2 planes, and 2 iron plates. And of course the anvil broke again. Great. These things, yeah, that's why I want so bad to get the metal press, because we're not gonna have to deal with this bullshit ever again. So let me get this stuff. This block of iron, I'm gonna keep it for now. So, whoops. Oh, I don't have the other plane. Okay. So that's 1. I'm gonna need... Do I have enough for 1 block? Yeah. 1 block of glass. 2 of these. Treated wood, yeah, then have everything. Just wait for the class, and there we go. Projector on our achievement. And with this, how you use it, you go to the page that you want, like for example here, what it shows you the grid schematic, and you put it on your hotbar like this, on your crafting table I mean, and it's gonna show you metal press, displays instructions for making a metal press. So with this you can just hold it like this and go over where you need, where you want to put it down. I'm gonna put down mine around here I think, and right click it, and it's gonna show you an overlay where you need to put the stuff. You do need to have it on your hotbar though for it to be active, so there you go. And still scaffolding here. I mean, it's not really necessary for the small ones, but trust me that you're gonna need them for the bigger machines. So I need a piston there facing downwards. I do need to get my engineer's hammer real quick. I left it downstairs because you can rotate the thing, the piston with it. I cannot do that, so just right click it and it's pointing down. Then we need, my inventory is a mess again. Point it that way, you just point it, as you can see there's an arrow showing, you just point it that way, one that way, and finally our heavy engineering block upstairs. And now we just have to click it on the side, yeah, and there we go, it's formed. I can remove it, and there we go, it's formed. Now I just need to hook up with the energy upstairs, and everything's gonna be ready. So let's do that real quick if there's enough time. So to finalize our progressions here, we're gonna make some wire connectors. The craft of these gives us 4. And then we make some wire relays as well, because they're always useful. Then we make LV wires. I could make more of these, but I'm gonna save the copper wires in case I need something else. And lastly, come here, switch these blueprints. As you can see, metal plates, that's why I made these. So I want to get, also need the wire cutters, so I want to get a plate press and a wire press. I'm gonna make the rest of them as well, the rods, gears, everything else that we need, and put it upstairs. But since we only have one for now, that's all we need really. We can switch between them to make some recipes cheaper and faster as well. So let's connect our power here. Need to go up here to the connected dynamo, place a wire connector. Let's place down here a relay around here, should be fine. It doesn't really matter. Can I not get out now? I put it one lower than. It doesn't really matter where it goes. I just want to be able to come and go. Get our wires, connect these two. Can I go down please? Thank you. Connect it down here. Then get our other connector, place it above here, and connect these two, and just like that we have power. Now you can place a redstone here on this red side if you want to deactivate it or activate it. But yeah, but now we can get this stuff, place your thing here, and Like for example, I want to get some copper, I just throw it there. You can also put hopper here, and yeah, it's gonna press into wires. So that one copper ingot now gives us 2 copper wire, and I believe rods as well, right? I forget. Iron rod. Yeah. So one ingot also makes 2. So I might make one of those as well. But I'm gonna make 4 more, at least one for each mains, and one that I can switch out whenever I need stuff. So anyways, that's it for this episode. So if you liked the video, please leave a like, and if you did, please consider subscribing as well. It really does help me out a lot. So I hope you enjoyed watching the video, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye bye.